Chapter 349. Move away, let me do it. In the encampment of the new moon palace, the seven-colored palace emitted an even brighter light. A pressure that was above all living beings enveloped a radius of 50 kilometers. A purple light flew over from afar and landed on the ground, revealing a graceful figure. It was perfected Lord Ziyue. This is... Ziyue stared at the seven-colored palace in shock. It emitted an aura that made her soul tremble. To be able to make a nascent soul cultivator like her do this, it proved that the power inside had surpassed her realm. Perfected Lord Ziyue, you're finally here. The palace master is breaking through and needs you very much. Lan Yue flew over and said happily. Although the Yao Moon Palace had mobilized all their forces, they had still left powerhouses to guard the sect. Perfected Lord Ziyue had only rushed over after receiving the news. She did not know that the palace master had broken through so quickly. Palace master, why are you breaking through here? Aren't you giving the enemy a chance to destroy us? Ziyue thought to herself that she was muddle-headed. When a nascent soul broke through to the soul transformation realm, even breaking through in the sect might be dangerous, let alone on the battlefield. The palace master must have taken the risk to break through because of the perfected immortal lord. Taoist priest Scarlet Moon said. Perfected immortalard? Ziyu's expression changed slightly. This person had TIs with her first. How did he end up with the palace master? Before she could ask further, a yellow light flew out from the direction of the palace. With a bang, a large portion of the furnace gate guarding the periphery was destroyed. An old man and two middle-aged scholars flew out in a triangular formation and charged towards the seven-colored palace. Behind them, a group of Confucian scholars flew over aggressively. Old Demonis, you still want to reach the soul transformation realm? The old master, who was holding an ancient ruler and Dharma treasures, swung his beard at the Rainbow Palace. The dark yellow ancient ruler rapidly expanded. He and his two students formed hand seals at the same time and injected nomological power into it, quickly stimulating its power. Oh no, that old thing from the Qianzheng Academy is here with the Dharma treasure of the Academy, the mysterious yellow ruler. Spiritual Master Huang Yue, who was guarding the front line, cried out in surprise. Her expression changed drastically. The mysterious yellow ruler was a replica of an ancient numinous treasure. It was a supreme-grade spirit artifact and was extremely powerful. Not to mention 3 nascent soul cultivators activating it at the same time. It could basically unleash more than half of the power of this ruler. It definitely had the power to destroy the world. Get into formation and stop them. Ziyue's expression was solemn. She commanded the people of the command sect to resist the enemy and took out a token to activate. Blinding light erupted from the seven-colored palace and the surrounding palaces. The array formations were all activated, turning into a row of moons of various colors. Above the monochrome moon, there was a colorful moon surrounded by stars. It was an extraordinary scene. I hope this incomplete 9 moons floating array can stop these guys. Ziyue still looked worried. Their sex array formation was mainly used to float in the air, so that it was easier to absorb the power of the 9 heavens moonlight for cultivation. At the same time, it was more agile and could be moved. As a price, it naturally sacrificed its durability and lacked of powerful defense. Most importantly, the current array formation was incomplete. The Tribunal Council, which was in charge of the sect and did not join in the array, so the defense effect was greatly reduced. I cultivate the noble spirit and cultivate demons to destroy evil. Suddenly, the Confucian scholars who had followed the old master here shouted in unison. Then, balls of nomological power of various colors surged and condensed into a huge figure in the void. This figure was humanoid and his appearance could not be seen clearly. He was more than 1,000 meters tall and his aura was vast and boundless, like a huge god that had descended to the world. His shocking pressure was not inferior to the Dharma treasure, the mysterious yellow ruler, that was activated by the 3 nascent souls. With a casual movement, he brought up gusts of wind that filled the sky. With a step, he caused the ground to tremble. The array formation formed by the 8 palaces seemed a little insignificant in front of him. It's over, they've condensed the righteous true body. With so many people working together, their power is comparable to that of a soul transformation cultivator. Lan Yue's face turned pale. Their Yao Moon Palace was weaker than the Qianzhang Academy to begin with. At this moment, they probably could not stop the other party from destroying the Palace Master's soul transformation. Attack with all your might. Ziyue had no choice. She took out her Dharma treasures and led the way. With the help of the array formation power and the alliance of many disciples, they could hold on for a while and buy some time for the Palace Master. Just as they braced themselves and prepared to resist the attack, the righteous giant standing on the ground grabbed the 1,000-foot long mysterious yellow ruler and raised it to swing it with all his might. The wind whistled like thunder and the void distorted along the way as it smashed fiercely towards the 7-colored palace. At this moment, Songshi walked out with panda eyes and a weak face. At this moment, he looked haggard and wrinkled. He looked like he had aged more than 20 years. This was when he was helping Yao Yue break through, but he really didn't have enough resources. So he simply let Yao Yue directly absorb all the origin in his body. Otherwise, it was absolutely impossible for him to have a chance to break through so quickly. After his origin was devoured, Songshi took a while to recover before he had the strength to walk out. At this moment, he was extremely weak. Panting violently, he said, "Move aside, let me do it." It wasn't easy for him to find an opportunity to be beaten to death, so Songshi naturally couldn't miss it. That was why he had risked his weak state to come out and court death. The disciples and elders of the Yao Moon Palace, who were facing a formidable enemy, found it strange. What did this person mean? He wanted to help resist the enemy? They glanced at Songshi. He looked so weak. It was obvious that he was severely deficient after experiencing certain activities. In this state, even if your battle results were astonishing, are you sure you could defend? Songshi? Ziyu was astonished as her expression turned complicated. The person dual cultivating with the Palace Master was actually this fellow. She frowned. Are you still fit to fight in your current state? Songshi did not have time to explain. When he attracted everyone's attention, he gritted his teeth and used divine teleportation footwork, instantly arriving outside the array formation. The huge mysterious yellow ruler augmented the power of the righteous true body giant and smashed into him with an unstoppable force. Where did this come from? Songshi's current appearance was wrinkled and not glamorous at all. The old master could not tell that this was the perfected immortal lord who was in high spirits back then and fought the sky demon saint alone. He sneered. In his opinion, this person was probably a high-level furnace of the Yao Moon Palace. He was thrown out just to stop them for a moment. Just as he thought that the furnace would be instantly crushed like a fly in front of the mysterious yellow ruler, there was a loud bang. The mysterious yellow ruler seemed to have been hit by a huge object. It clearly stopped and even leaned back a little. What made Old Master's pupils constrict was that there was actually a gap in the power of the mysterious yellow ruler. Songshi did not have much strength left. His origin energy was depleted and he was no different from rotten wood. But his physique was still powerful. No matter what, he was still a strong rotten piece of wood similar to a decayed numinous artifact. It was normal for him to shatter a little of the Dharma phenomenon formed by the mysterious yellow ruler. What the hell? Zhangwu, who was beside the old master, looked at the figure that shattered after the collision in a daze. He could not help but say, a furnace is actually so hard and not crippled by these women. Something's not right. When did the Yao Moon Palace have such a powerful furnace? Besides, I think he looks a little familiar. Zhang Di frowned.